Welcome back to Snap Farming. I'm definitely excited about this one because today I'm going to take you around the newest development on the farm, and from the previous farm tour, this entire place is totally changed. We have a couple of poultry on the farm. A couple may seem an understatement, but judge for yourself. Here is the morning rush with the birds getting out to get to the food. Whoever gets it first tastes it best. And you see it's quite a mixture of birds. We've got turkeys, we've got geese, we've got guinea fowls, both the pearl guinea fowl that is grey with white polka dots in it, and then the albino, the one which is white. And we also have geese of two types, and ducks as well. So right here you can see that they're actually inside the poultry shelter. The poultry shelter has just been made, not properly complete, so you can see some of the construction material still in the house, and that's where the birds are currently. They are sharing the shelter for now, and this is how it looks like. There is a lower part and then there is an upper part. So here they are on the lower end, and you can see the steps that lead right up to the upper part of the shelter. So on the upper end, if you move up the staircase, we have a separate area, and this particular area is going to be for raising the younger birds, the brooders. So we'll be keeping them here. Initially, in the previous farm tour, I'd showed you how there was water flowing in this place, but now we've put up a chicken shelter, and next to it, we've put up a pond to enable the geese and ducks have a place to swim, because we do know that the swimming facilitates their reproduction and it makes the birds have an amazing time on the farm. The geese are excellent swimmers. They can just float on that water without even making it shake a drop. While the ducks, well, they are nice swimmers as well, but not as graceful as the geese. Can you see how the geese just, float on that water and turn direction? And there's a way they tend to do it in groups, whether grey or what. They just flap their legs to the back and they are good to go. Very beautiful and very amazing. Quite a sight to see. So every morning we do open for them, and they rush quickly out to go and feed. And you can see some of the birds, like the guinea fowls, they love flying pretty much, and so they just get out in the air. Look at how the guinea fowls just fly around in the air just like normal birds. Quite an experience. So right here I'm just trying to show you what they really look like, how the entire collection of birds looks like. So when you throw out the food, they really come to feed, and the turkeys, the geese, the guinea fowls, and the ducks, they're all here trying to feed. And you can really see the difference in speed for the birds, because you have the chicken on the other side. They don't compete as well with these others, and then the ducks try a little bit, but the guinea fowls and turkeys are pretty fast, and so they usually get to the food a little bit faster. The geese have a little bit of weight, and so they use that to have their way. But it's quite an amazing experience looking at all these birds sharing the same space and feeding a little. Now I know you may be thinking, well, this is not fair for the tiny birds, but we do not actually really feed the birds as much. The birds go out and forage for their own food, so they do not compete for food as much as you may think, because they are free ranged. So they get out and then they look for their own food. It's just that here on the camera I wanted them to all be in one place for you to have a chance to see them, and so we threw a little bit of maize to bring them around, and there you have it, guys. They look pretty nice, pretty beautiful, pretty amazing, quite a number and quite a sight to see, all of them. And you see, of course, some of them fight a little bit, but that's okay. So having many birds and putting them in one place is okay. I suspect you may bring this as a comment that some of these big birds will bully the small birds, and they will eat the food of the small birds, so the small birds will not have anything left for them to feed. Well, that would be an issue if they are being restrained in one shelter and that's where they feed from, because there they would compete, but here they move out and they forage for their own food. So if the turkeys feed on this side, the geese will feed on the other side. Now, maybe one thing to notice is how some of the birds tend to group themselves. Can you see at the extreme end how some of the geese are moving together? The other side at the very extreme end, the geese actually tend to move together. And the similar thing with the turkeys, they also tend to keep, in the same group. And similarly, the guinea fowls, they also tend to be moving together. And if you look at the guinea fowls, they are also grouped together right there at the center are the guinea fowls, and right below that you can see the collection of turkeys, and the extreme end, the geese. It's only the chicken that don't seem to move around in groups. So I know we are mixing the birds and you could take that with a pinch of salt. So let's see how that goes.
I think that's quite enough for the day, but I know you may be wondering, why choose these types of birds? Are they even profitable? What's the point? That's exactly what I'm going to answer now in the next video. For now, see you later.